Hello everyone. Very good morning. So the market is taking a deep consolidation in the first 20 minutes. Let's switch to 5 minutes candle and let's see if there is any sort of break on the upside. This is the high for the day. If it is broken, then we can expect some more upside moves. Kind of small weight because it's trading around the pivot. Pivot is a strong point of reversals, or it could also lead to a fiery trend continuation. So at this juncture, you may want to really pause for a moment and wait to give a confirmation that it is breaking the high. I have taken a morning trade somewhere. I entered the C around, I don't know, maybe year or year I entered, and then I captured some points, close to some 25 points I captured. And I'm trading half the quantity, not half the quantity, like 25 percentage of the quantity I'm trading, 75 percentage I exited. So this is good. But can you enter into a call or put here? No, this is absolutely a point of decision. So you should not be entering just now. Hi, very good morning, Vijay. Very good morning, Abhishek. Our weekend was absolutely great. I really took some nice rest. It's been very long time that I slept wholeheartedly. So I was sleeping most of the time, and I also did one video. Though I wanted to make more, but then I thought this is a great time to rest. So I took sufficiently rested. Plus, I was also like watching Netflix. Some progress was there in Netflix because I was watching a season and then it was not even progressing since I had to watch, set up the house and so on. So I was able to see some close to some 10 episodes I was watching and just some family time. It was great. It was absolutely lovely, AV. Hope you had some fun as well. How was your week, Abhishek and Vijay? So here we have this boost. Please do that. Since a lot of companies have released their results over the weekend, it should reflect, but it was like kind of mixed reaction. Some most of it were like profitable. Some big brands were having some losses. So I don't know how this would play out. Whether it's a positive thing overall or it's a negative thing overall, we don't know. We got to see how it's been perceived by the market. Income tax scrutiny and returns. It was very exciting, amazing. Yeah, correct. I also had this income tax filing done. So when good, wife and kid went to their relatives' house. Oh my God, what a perfect time for you to have them in another place over the weekend, so that you are all alone and saintly, just sinking in with your, calmness. Hi, very good morning, Divya. See, what I feel is that the calls are holding up their premium pretty well. In fact, it's doing pretty good than puts at this juncture. Having said that, I would be happy if it clears the high, which is another 45 points, like 46, 145. If it can clear, then we might see market, hinching a new high, right? Like every 15 minutes or half an hour, we should be seeing some high break. Uh, but this juncture, maybe if somebody wants to entering at a VWAP would be a most logical entry. See that how it goes. Cool. So my trailing stop loss triggered, and then all positions squared off. That's cool. Amazing. I'll wait for another entry now. There's no need to rush in. Divya, how was your weekend, Divya? Oh, okay. Hope you're feeling better. I think this is the candle we are talking about. No, someone wants to scalp. It's not for everyone. This is not the best place to enter. The best place would be here to enter. But in case you wanted to, then VWAP would be a reasonable place to enter. Okay. Mhm. Good, my stop loss or the trailing stop loss triggered, because since then it has dropped 25 points with that fall. Maybe I can. Oh, it's almost like I can re-enter at the same price at which I entered in. I entered in at 316. Currently, it is at 320. I'm talking about current week expiry, 46,000 C. Maybe if I can get it much cheaper, nothing like it. Yeah. Wow. So big. Maybe I will enter same place I entered. I entered at the same place. Now it's trading like 3 rupees lower than my entry. That's okay. But yeah. Wow, this is amazing. Got some more entry over there. Absolutely. This is the place I said is good to enter. But be careful, your stop loss should be this low. If it breaks this, probably you should consider exiting. And I am going to exit off my quantities at the first orders entry. That is 360. Maybe I'll put 320. Nothing wrong in that. So these are my entries. I'm just saying how I wait and then enter in and try maybe paper trading. If you're taking a real trade, then be careful of your stop losses, how you enter, where you enter, and manage your risk reward ratios. My risk reward ratios are completely different. Uh, I may be going for 1:1. Probably you might be liking risk is 1 and the reward is 2. So up to you. For scalp, 1:1 is good. I am looking for some quick entries and exits. These are not like, for the whole day I will be waiting. This is only for the opening next week. Probably till 10:30. Anyone got into the trade? Do let me know in the comments. Okay, that's wonderful. Hi Santoshi, very good morning. Very good morning. Like I was saying, this is one area to be, to enter the call, but this should be the this or maybe a little longer can be your stop loss. Um, Potentially, if it breaks, then you might see the downside continuing. So you got to have some stop loss in place. Maybe I can, instead of capturing 23 points, I don't know, 320, is it a good idea? I took it at 298. Second entry was at 298 price. Even capturing 13 points makes sense because the quantities can be released free. So that the one that I took at 316 can be, let run. Just thinking, I'm becoming a bit greedy over here because it's kind of okay to take it, but you never know. Just that you give and then it hits 320. So, so Santoshji, any trades taken, Santoshji? think it's a good. I think this is one of the safest entries for morning trade. It still carries its risk. I would never say that it is easy trade. It carries its risk. Just that, better than entering anywhere in between. Oh, PE holding, amazing. Okay, I remember. Yes. Three not five. PE and modify doesn't feel good to hold that much quantity with big targets. Maybe I will shift it to 312. No, don't be so specific about no 979. Maybe a little lower. Maybe you can keep it like 950 as stop loss. Sometimes it's all like in Bank Nifty one spike, right? Like it can just like that, make one spike and then the same candle will be trading here. So give some buffer because the index has picked up its volatility. You don't want your entries to be, stop loss hunted. A little bit of buffer can be given, is what I meant. Need to add a chart. And trust me, guys, this was the same strike that was trading at 360 just 10 minutes back, right? So I would say that this is really a great opportunity to wait and take. I mean, it all depends on your risk reward. Strictly, you want to exit, you exit. I feel that 320 shouldn't be a big deal. I got it at 298, so I would like to capture the 20 points with the last entry. The next one, first one I entered at 316 points something, so I would like to let it run. Wow. Uh, hey, Santosh, thank you so much. I just see the comments in our channel. Very kind of you. Uh, yeah, I think, oh, it's coming down. Let's see if it is how the PK is. No, it's holding up. See, with this also, it's at 301. I entered somewhere here at 298. Market has come down here and still it's holding 304, which means despite the market going down, the values are holding up. That's pretty good sign. So makes sense to wait because all it needs is just one spike till LT1. You will see it hitting 320 in no time. These are no very uh, very much oh, look at that move. What's happening with trading view? Is it? I think yeah. There is some delay also, right? Yeah. Um, yeah, I think Santoshi, thank you so much. You have been really doing a great favor for me by asking people to support. Maybe I should also uh, pitch in and then make some request here. See, guys, one of the things, objectively speaking, what would be a great motivator would be to see the channel grow. Why is it important? Is it about earning from the YouTube? Of course, everybody who is in YouTube would love to earn. That is there. That is there. I will never deny that. But it's not just that, right? Like the reach is uh, going to be the more engagement you see in a particular community, you feel like working. You go that extra mile to contribute and then offer. Many times that it happens that people watch the videos, they ping me personally that it was good. They give the feedback. If some feedback can be shared on the same comments, how it works is that the algorithm picks up not just the views, not just the hours that you watched, not just the likes. It also considers how engaging it was, that particular video was. Like it will consider all the factors including your comments, you're sharing, and that determines whether it is worthy to, oh, it's uh, yeah, it's worthy to be promoted or not. So if you keep supporting by putting down your comments or likes or sharing it with friends, that would enable the channel to reach much larger audience. It's basically as simple as that. And that's one of the reasons why it is really important to take that extra couple of minutes to support. Having said that, I understand it is a personal choice to comment and not comment, but if you can do that, that will be wonderful. Yeah, it's decaying, kind of. It's one thing. I kind of averaged at 286, and I'm going to exit at 300 so that now you're bringing your average down, and it affords you to wait a little longer, right? You don't have to be rushing to exit it. You can, if I can exit at 300, this last quantity, nothing like it. It's so amazing to wait. So it kind of got its reversal around the same levels. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, 300 done. So I can now comfortably wait because at 300 I have already got my profits of what originally was. So in fact, it's running now in profit. So at 320, I'll be super happy to exit that. So this is one of the reasons why I said no. Don't be very strict on your stop loss over here. If you place it, it will trigger and then it might go up, and that's what you're seeing over here. I'm not saying it's not going to go down. I'm saying that it won't go on the very first attempt itself. It might want to hold and then maybe take a breathe and then may go down. But sometimes not sometimes, more than 70% of the times it will be a stop loss ending than really going down. So Divya, although it looked like it is not a decaying. It is you see that the value has come back to 300 again, right? It's not decay. Should we then exit next time it breaks? Not necessarily. Multiple times that they do. Like I said, you're yeah. If you want to exit, that it can be done. But if it breaks this, then you can enter this, exit. That would be my choice. But if you feel that this is my risk capacity, then you should be putting some exits over there. No problem. It's okay. Let's check if there are any chat. Okay. So it reclaimed 46K. This time going to break it. Vijay is asking, could you make a video? What will happen? The hammer forms on the top. Yes, that's another pattern. I will definitely talk about it. Probably the next video will be on that. I will explain that over in detail, like how we did with the first video. I will do the same. I will explain how there is another name for that. Okay, so I'll talk about that. Hello, Ekta. Hi, how are you? See, Divya, like I said, when this happened, I made a second entry. First entry of 46,000 was CE, was at around this level. That was sorry, this VWAP level I entered. Right, that time it was at 316. Then here when it came, I think 298 I entered. Market is trading here, but what is the price? You see this market is trading here, way below this candle. And what is it trading? Trading at 293, 294, so on, right? So it's not decaying, it's just only like setting up some sort of trap. I'm good as well. So just very relaxed weekend. Had some good rest and some Netflix. So kind of calm and relaxed now. For sure, it's a good beginning to the week. How was your weekend, Ekta? So it reclaimed 300, 301. I think it's fine to exit at 312 because I got one entry at 286 and then exited at 300. So 45 minutes into the trade and market is doing fabulous in terms of how it's maintaining the range in the first 15 minutes candle itself. How you can see over here, this is the first 15 minutes candle. Where is it? Yeah, no. This one, correct. Yeah, this is the wick, this is the peak. So the market is trading within the range. It has not broken. Neither the high is taken out nor the low is taken out. So it is all inside, right? Okay, only some may say that, hasn't this broken? Yes, broken, but not like, it's just hardly spike, right? So not that clean yet. Mm, some visitors, and then my dog is going a bit crazy. Just one moment, I'll check who that is and then be back. Ha, okay, somebody else is taking care of it. No need to worry. Oh, the cast. So, guess you had a great time over the weekend, Ekta. Kiran, am I really not audible? Can someone confirm? Is the volume low? Okay, it's perfect. Thanks a lot, Divya. I think Kiranji, you may have to check your audio settings a bit. Could be, you know, there is a sound control inside YouTube, and there is a system control to check both the places. Yeah, just a moment. Shivam? Okay, so 306. Honestly speaking, the 298 and then exiting at 312 would be a good choice. But taking 320 means then the other quantities I can trail it for wherever it goes and then exit it. And that will be then I'll be done on the trading. I mean scalping account. I don't want to really do scalp after this. See, that's the kind of delay I'm talking about. Here you're seeing a huge spike and then the price actually is like coming down. Um, Kind of weird. Here it's making some ascent and there the price is reducing. Don't know what's happening. Oh, now it is reduced. Correct. Okay. So this is the delay I was talking about. Mm, 313, 14. So Divya, if you're still holding 320, can be a great place to exit. Or maybe you can trial after 320. That's if you are that is your only entry, then you can trail the stop loss after 320. I have placed a direct order at 320 for half the quantity, and the other half I'm going to trail it after 320. So no need to rush in terms of exiting this position because it it's a 15 minutes time frame. Let's change it to 5. You can see that candle has come and then it is now testing VWAP. That's where it's getting rejected. So yeah, thanks Ekta for the feedback. We are audible. It's cool. Mhm. Mhm. Oh, you exited at what price, Divyan? Yeah, Kiran, should be some. I think it shouldn't be some complicated one. Maybe if you're on phone, then you can check phone's audio as well. Probably, the buttons. If you glide on the right side, there's volume adjustments over there, and many ways that you can control the uh, volume these days. So 314. Why am I being so rigid about 320? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be, um, but it's fine. Okay. That's mainly also because I think the first two trades went very well. So I'm stretching my risk. Okay, so now it is fine for Kiran as well. That's wonderful. So it is now trading at VWAP. So the rejection is because it's VWAP. There'll be some fight. It looks like it's about to clear that VWAP. And once 20 EMA is also taken, then you should see some sort of up move. Can it clear the I? Can't say. It may attempt to, but if there is every reason why we can wait for in this trade. Uh, okay, that order got executed at 320. Now I'm very happy to hold this one which I entered at 316. Currently it is at 317. So almost all the trades are executed. Maybe I'll trial it after 325 because you may be asking 325 means what, 9 rupees only, right? But then look at the other entries and exits. I have captured 20 points, 20, no, very good points I have captured for all the four trades. So here I shouldn't be riding too much on my luck. 325 and above is okay for me, and then I can close this without any problem. Then I'll do only the writing for the rest of it because buying is an addiction. You just for me to make the same money, probably I have to wait 3-4 days in writing, right? So, for example, as a buyer, you may be making 5,000 rupees, let's say. But for you to make the same money in writing, you got to wait probably 1 or 2 days and very less quantities that you can buy. I mean, write. You can quickly take 100 quantities and find multiple entries, exits, and then make 5K. But writing requires huge capital, right? Like you cannot be going 100 quantities and all with the same, capital. Maybe you can do one lot or two lot only. So just if it crosses 325, I am going to trail it. Oh, you exited at 310. Not bad. I hope you captured at least some points there, Divya. Hope it's not a losing trade. See, many times what happens is when we are in loss, we wait so patiently for the whole day. Also, we wait, right? But when we are in profit, the tendency to exit is very high, and that's why little bit of waiting. Oh, 326 now. I'm going to trail this. Oh, superb, superb. It got executed at 329. So I'm happy. Done. So best thing to do is to close this account. Otherwise, re-entering will be like wiping off all the profits. If one thing goes wrong, then everything goes wrong. So it's better to call it a quit and chill. That's it. This account is closed. Now I'm going to focus only on the writing account. So you see what I do? I'm splitting the day into different segments. Uh, for me as a buyer, I see that opportunities are there only. Honestly, looking at the current scenario, where is the real movement? Where you can make money? You can make money only in the opening trade or in the last 1 hour. That's where you can comfortably see some real actions. Otherwise, most of the time it's like fluke, I would say. It's consolidating like this and then it breaks here, and then what happens? Half an hour later it's coming back to the same level. Now can I enter in between and make money on both the sides? Yes, I can do, but why should I, right? But these trades, you see this 920, and then we see that it is breaking down, and then it gives us a confirmation. Then when it comes to VWAP, yes, it's a logical trade. Probably it's worth considering to enter into the put side, and then that is very rewarding trade. So by then you're at 1040, 1045. Just exit it and leave this consolidation zone. Why do you want to break your head, right? Just re-enter at 230. See what happens at 230, right? At 230 there is a real break. Ride on this and make money. So these are the trades that I would like to do. And today I'm not going to enter at 230 also, because I'm done for the my targets are done for the day. So I will not be like wanting to take any further risk in this account. So I am going to call my buying account a quit and focus on writing. So you have to have some sort of game plan. And it's not just now I've decided, even if my target was done only like say 50 percentage, I would have done the same. Maybe one thing I would have considered is 230 entry. I would have considered, but in between, no, I don't do that. Now all attention to writing. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, in particularly you have some I know scalping tools with you. I know that. You should have waited, Divya. Worst case, there is an exit all button. Close all. So Santoshi is still there, or I don't know if is there. What is going on? Not sure if. Guys, I think it's better to, you know, sometimes the best response to criticism is to remain silent. Silent. You can't really be, particularly in a social media platform. It's easy to pass on the comments, right? Like you can call me whatever you want, but I can say anything to you because we are not seeing. But if the same person is right in front of you, would you be saying the same things to them? As something that you should think of. You don't get into argumentative chat. There is no point to that, right? Like you can have difference of opinions, you can have difference of ideas. Doesn't mean that you have to prove that your thoughts are better than the others. Some unnecessary you know, debates can be avoided because so far our group has been focusing only on being educative and not getting into any sort of unwanted debates. Um, so, dun, 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 dun. Okay. Look at that, guys. We were wanting to sell it at 320, and it was like not moving at that time. Currently, it is trading comfortably at 333, 335 without any issues, right? And I also mentioned it was the same strike that was trading at 350, 360 some time back. In 10 minutes, it came down to 300. So um, this was much expected that it should, reclaim 350 levels once the trend goes like this. I was anticipating that, but I was very much content with what I was able to generate from that, dips and multiple in between scalps. So I closed it. But right now, you see, it is trading at 349. 349. And those of you who are looking for some P entry can look at pivot. You know, I would strongly suggest that. This is an excellent place to enter into pivot. Entries of put 46K put would be a great opportunity, I feel. Maybe 46 100 PE also if you want, trading at 263 around that. That will be a good entry point. Then ride for about some 20 points or 15 to 20 points you try to capture. That's how it is. And what should be the stop loss? Probably this blue line over here, and say that 160, 46, 160 can be your stop loss. Or maybe if you want a little higher, 175 is a good stop loss. Currently, it is 46 100 is trading around 266, 67. I'm not entering there. I'm just saying that if somebody wants a contra entry, uh, this is one good place. Allow me some 5-10 minutes. I should be back. Some sort of phone calls I have to make. It's important. Wow, that's a blast. That's a blast. My God, it has already taken out the eye of the day. Hmm. And the call has gone to 370, and the put that we were discussing, which was at 263, is at 250 now. 252. So 10 rupees cheaper. I think again, these are so. Remember, it could also be a trap. I will just show you. Like you see this spike over here, but it's not making that spike. Let's wait for this 20 seconds. If it is making a spike and the next candle also forms like this, then we know that this is the lower range and this is the upper range. You can trade in between. My God, this one blasted 385. So this one here, you see that it has made one spike as of now. If the second one also is going to make a spike, then we know the levels, the range for the trade, right? 46,000 P, you took at pivot, you can re-enter and take some average here as well, because I think that it should be a reversal. Maybe you can keep some UT1 as stop loss or something like that. Because what I see is that this is a spike and the next candle is red. It is similar to this. This candle is red and then this one is green, right? So it might turn, but we got to wait for confirmation another 5 minutes. And if you ask me, this is a good place to average one more round, uh, maybe. But results. Only thing is that there were too many results on Saturday. So how it's going to respond? Is it going to really take some trend? I don't know. But if it comes down, so before I take a small break, if it comes down, then we have a range. The range would be from whatever here to here. So every time you see that it comes here, you can pick up or anywhere close around here. You can enter and then on the top you can go on to the put side. Play direct, both directions for maybe next another 1.5 hours to 2 hours before we have some sort of breakout. But wait for the confirmation. This level, I simply draw it to show you. It may get extended, like if the wick is still here, then it will move till here. But if it is rallying and then continuing, then we have a trend. So my God, Divya, did you see that? It's at 397, 400, 404. Goodness me. It have made a lack if we had kept all. Okay, that's clearly taking out, guys. I don't think it's worth it. But 2.5 minutes left. 2.5 minutes left, so please watch it. I will join back soon. I need to just make a couple of calls and maybe quickly grab something to eat. Mhm. I'll be back soon. Uh, hey guys, I'm back. All right, I think this was what we were mentioning, and you can see that the range has been established now. On the downside, I keep a little extra buffer, although this is the low. I could very well shift it over here, but in case we want some safe entry, then this is one, and on the upside, this one. So uh, this is clearly established because with two momentum candles, it didn't sustain above that. It just came down and then consolidating over here and then going down. Um, so maybe once it breaks the pivot, you should see it going down pretty easily. B so Kiranji, if you're already like holding the averages, maybe you did one more average here. If I assume that, best thing to do is to escape from that entry around pivot, and more maybe both would have been in profit because you entered one at pivot and one over here. The pivot entry can be exited at sorry the this entry can be exited around pivot or slightly below that, and the pivot entry can be exited at VWAP or LT1. That's how you plan it. Booked 18 points in Nifty CE side. Wonderful, Pradeep. Good, good job over there. Market is, showing some signs of coming down. So holding on to the calls kind of risky. Be watchful. 367. Oh, maybe. So this is what I was talking about. Here you could exit. If you had entered the peak, you could exit here. If you had entered somewhere here, the second entry, then you may have to wait till this 20 here. I think I made the same mistake as Divya. Exited at cost after doing average. Oh my god. Again, this is it's okay. I'm not concerned about profits and losses. It's about I'm sure all of us have done that. I have done that. I'm sure everybody who is trading would have done this. When we entered, we are looking for 1,000 rupees. Sometimes our loss shows 5,000. We still wait patiently, hoping that it would come, it would come. Then the loss becomes 10K. Then we may be like not trading for 3 days. Then come back, then make some thousand, whatever we do. But when you are seeing no loss, no gain, we feel that okay, let me exit, let me exit. Now this is something. Even I can't explain why it happens to every trader. It is very common mistake that we do. Only thing that is able I'm able to be little patient over here is my first two trades. I don't care. I really don't care. My opening trade, I ensure that I wait patiently and then take really good reward. Once I have taken that, then now the second trades and the third trades, I run with the confidence that intraday it's profit. Let me run through it like that. I build some confidence on the trade and then I run. Uh, Maybe I would have done the same thing like you did, no exception. I'm saying that the first 45 minutes, if you are able to capture some decent points, then we may be building some sort of confidence to hold on to the trade while we are in profit. Okay, so it's fine. It's all an exploration. We are exploring how our mind works with the trade, and it's about finding some ways to curb the urge to close the trade in no loss, no gain, while trade is going in our favor. So that's what I would say. Um, I'm going to enter into this put trade into my writing account. Okay, this is into the writing account. This will also act as an edge, so it's good. I'm going to enter in. Done. See, I entered here, and then there's already like some 6 rupees profit. Um, Not much, but yeah, 6 rupees profit. See, it's a gradual fall. It fell and then it made the spike. So whatever it gained must have got eroded. Now it's going down. So it will be like gradual appreciation of puts, then one sudden spike. But suddenly when it breaks it falls to the levels of VWAP, you will see all the premiums on the put side getting released. So some kind of price movement and then uh, patterns are there in the market. You need to pay attention to. They are releasing the premium at one go. That's why a lot of traders find it difficult these days to make money. I'm sure you guys must be seeing how nicely things are playing out here. I'm going to do some writing. Okay, that's completed. So that's what I said. No, the fall to the VWAP will be a bit faster than it's coming down, right? It will be like very fast. So yeah, so it plays out. Um, Broken, it's coming down. Pretty nice to see that. Mhm. So this is the toughest time for no option buyers. Between this 10:45 to, I would say, till at least 1 o'clock. It's very difficult time. A lot of weird zigzag moves are happening. If it's in a particular direction, it's trending. It's easy to play. But no, one candle red, one candle green. Whether you are on the call side or put side, you are bound to lose money. If there is someone who wants to experiment how writing works, maybe you can open your Sensible account or any other paper trading platform that you can open, and then write the strikes of 46 100, C and P of current week expiry, and see how the theta is working, and then just maybe one lot you can just write on both the sides, observe what's happening to the premiums by the end of the day, or at least till 1 o'clock you see what's happening. Till 1 o'clock, what is the reaction? Just check that. I'm sure those of you who entered and then waited all this while should be in really good profits, but I'm sure it's not that easy. Now, looking at the chart, saying that if you hold, it's you would have made money is very easy. But did you hold is the question. It's very difficult to hold when you see such sort of consolidations and then pullbacks till this level. Honestly, this was a very large green candle. A lot of you would have exited, but what's happening here is systematically it's coming down. Absolutely, Divya. Mindset is everything. It's very difficult to control. I do completely agree to what you say. Um, Even if you are able to, like, incrementally, you can try. Maybe, you wanted to close it with 10 points. Don't immediately jump to 15 points. Maybe next trade, you try to capture, say, about 11 points. Incrementally, you push it. A lot of people, what they do is either they capture 10 points or they wanted to capture 25 points. Uh, so some sort of experiment you do with your own style of booking the profits. It's not a yes, entries you guys are getting it. Okay, entries you guys are getting it right. Where the problem is that how well you find the exits. What is your exit strategy? For example, I have taken from the morning, if I have to say, 1,200 quantities of calls were taken. But was it all taken at one point? No, absolutely not. At various junctures, I was taking no 300 quantities. I was able to bring in at various juncture. The last so the last entry was exited at the third entry's buy price. The third entry was exited at second entry's buy price. Second entry was exited at first entry. In fact, not exactly at first entry. First entry plus two. Second entry plus two. Like that, I am able to capture 2 points, 3 points additionally from my previous entries average. Right. So, for example, I'll say I entered at, let's say, 300, 275, 250, and 225. Okay. Now 250, sorry, 225 entry, I'll exit at 252, not at 250, 252. So 2 rupees I capture there, maybe for some brokerage, some sort of government taxes, whatever. Let it go. This 251, 250 average, that is my third entry. I will exit at 277, 278, like that. And then already by this, you are in profits. At least, way more than no loss, no gain. Then when it crosses 275, then is your real opportunity. When it crosses 275, it has already come to my second entries in buy point. From there, I don't need to really capture so much. I just need to trail that particular segment, probably some say 7 points, 8 points. Keep trailing it, and then if it gets executed, fine. You have only one quantity at 300, and you are in a very big profit. You can hold the 300 300 entry for a very long time without any issue, because you know that even if it falls and comes down, you are still in profit. You will not be able to lose money. Okay, so then you will be able to ride on to that profit. Suppose it is a sudden burst and then it's crossing 300, you can easily now feel like you're in complete charge of that trade. So it's about getting that split and then break even, and then knowing that even if it falls from this last quantity some 100 points, I will be still in no loss no gain. That gives you an extra edge to be calm. Okay? I think we discussed this in our trading psychology session. That video is really has covered everything. It's about people watch that video, but I think some people like Vijay has done some sort of extraordinary work into converting those lessons into his trading setup. He has captured those points, and then he has made some sort of notes in his paper pen, writing down what I should do. This is where I enter into Nifty, and then how many points should I capture? Where should I average? Where should I exit? He has done some sort of nice work. Sometime back we spoke, and then he was mentioning about that transformed. Originally, it was like trading with only one lot. Then, with some confidence, he entered into two lot, and then at some point, he called very excited and said that he had done some 28 lots. I said, no, that should not be the case. You should not be changing your order quantity. Rather, you should be focusing only on limiting and playing with the same orders. Then he was, yeah, he has been putting in tremendous efforts into bringing in this discipline. I'm sure that sort of, experimentation, active participation is needed. See, when you watch a YouTube video or somebody's class, or you are attending something else, or you bought a book, it's all like very dormant knowledge you are receiving, right? But the market is so dynamic, it is changing every second, and you're using your funds to those changes to capture some money. Now, your knowledge is absolutely useless if it's not been trained to put it to use. So you cannot be training to put it to use while you are taking a position. When there is evening time, you got some free time, work on your entries, exits, try something. I'll tell you, very aggressive I was, pretty badly using. Straight away, I will first start itself, I'll enter with 500 quantities. Sometimes I enter with no 900 quantities, and then my account itself will not have, hardly will be left with anything at that time. And second average, I know there is a great entry point, and then I will have, maybe I can take only 100 quantities or 200 quantities, but the average is nothing, right? Then all I have to do is this 100, I have to give it for 10 rupees. Again, when it falls, again I buy 100. It used to be a disaster. Never, rarely you will be getting, if luck is in your favor, you will be rarely getting into profits. Otherwise, half your capital will be blown out. Many mistakes, right? Many mistakes. Now, how do you avoid all these things? Then I asked myself, okay, I'm going to deploy the same 1,000 quantities, but then in a different fashion. How would I ensure that I'm doing very justified way? Instead of, why should I be jumping all 1,000 quantities at one go. Can I try 250, 250, 250, 250? I tried that. And then it was much better. It was like 50-50. 50% of the times I was like making money, 50% of the times I was losing money. Still, it was like not convincing. Then my trade setup is very, very simple. I have to go something very reasonable, but I should be doing averages in a different style. So instead of doing four averages, five averages, I do three or four averages max. And how I do it is, first quantity I will enter with 200 quantities. Then when I know that there is a place where I have to average, I don't average. I skip one level and then let it fall another level and then go 300 quantities. Again, I know that there is a strong place in which it will be reversing. Till there, I will not be averaging or anything. When it comes to the zone, power zone of reversal, there I go 500. So 200, 300, 500. Now three trades, and two of which is done at very extremely low price. My break even is very easy, right? I mean, this is my way of finding some sort of scalping technique. And then now further I am revising it and doing a lot of other things. But it is just to say that you can't have one strategy and then say that okay, I will make money in all markets. In this sort of markets, I'm telling you very explicitly that your opportunity is from 9:15 to 10:30, 10:45. After that, don't be a buyer, just become a seller. Or if you don't have money, just close the terminal, go watch some YouTube or watch some trading view, read some books, Netflix, come back, just keep an eye on the index, set some alert saying that alert me when the market crosses 46,200, alert me when the market breaks 46,000. Set some alert, focus on your job, focus on your other things in life, and then re-enter at 1 o'clock, right? This is something that you can do. I think I spoke for quite some time. Maybe if you guys have anything to say, anything to add, any questions to ask, feel free. 20 EMA, are you asking if I would be entering here? No. No. Between pivot and LT1 should not be an entry point. Okay, neither side you should be entering. If you want to enter on the puts at pivot or slightly above pivot, and then till the levels of this blue line and this one, till here you can go on averaging. On the downside, let it break VWAP and then come towards here LT1, and then maybe somewhere over here second average, somewhere here, and then this will be my aggressive buy. Suppose where I would go for 500, this is where I will go for 500 quantities, because this is 200 EMA. I know that it is not going to be broken like that. If it breaks, I know that it is going to be a massive fall. So until here, I will be here maybe 100 quantities, and then maybe I enter it at 100 quantities here. And then as soon as it reaches here, I might go for 300. Maybe somewhere here I will be going for 300. And as soon as it touches here, I will be going for 500. And when it bounces back till this degree, this 500 will be already giving me no loss, no gain. I will exit that. Then this from here, if it bounces back till here, I'll exit this. Now I will be sitting on a huge pile of profit already. So I don't care about my entry at LT1. See, so your entries should be towards the extremes, not in the middle. So these are middle, right? You cannot be getting into the calls, you cannot be getting into the puts. You should avoid. So each day it would change. Tomorrow I will, if the pivot is below and 20 MA is above, I will say differently. Okay, so you got to see where the things are and then try to decode. Now it's consolidation. For example, if you see here, this is a consolidation. You see here, this is a consolidation happening over here. Why should we enter into a consolidation and then lose money, right? No need. Just simply don't trade. Even till here, I would say. Yeah, Divya, welcome. Glad it is of some help. Okay. Like I said, these are the options I would consider entering put. But you want to, should I enter here? Up to you. What strategy you wanted to do, how you wanted to do. You want to enter around the blue line for the first time, and then here for the second time. To you. So, but definitely not in this box, right? Anyone doing the paper trading of writing? Did anyone make an attempt? There is virtual trade option in Sensible or any other. I don't know the paper trading platforms much. Since I use Sensible, I am mentioning it again. Um, you can know. I was mentioning about 46,100 C and P can be written and see how it pays off by the end of the day, or probably till 1 o'clock also you can see how it is paying off. Really adding. No, I am not asking you to take a real trade. In fact, capital to be raised, not getting confidence for this. See, as a, you should be having more confidence in writing than in buying. Buying itself, you have no fear. What is the problem in writing? Writing, you will not lose as much as you are losing in buying. Even if you want, in buying, maybe you can buy some 20 rupees premium deep OTM with capital of 1 lakh. You can go and buy 5,000 quantities, but you cannot really be selling 4 quantities also. It's not possible with 1 lakh. No, forget about 4 quantities. You cannot even initiate one position. One lot also you cannot write. Right? So how can you lose money there? Not as much as you cannot lose money, you will not also be making money till certain it expires within certain ranges of which strikes you chose, and there is things to learn. But at least do some paper trading to get used to what writing is. Right? Parallelly, you should always create some sort of writing virtual trades and see what are the results. You continue to do what you are doing. Parallelly, what would have happened if I had taken a paper trade? What would have happened? Just do the comparative study. By the end of the day, morning you are in profit, afternoon you are in no loss, no gain. Second half you made some money, and then towards the end you made some 500 rupees. Count all the trades, what are the no entries, exits, and then how much money you made, what is the brokerage you paid, is it worth it? Then in writing you did this. Compare both. Is it worth it? Which one is better? You know, just experiments. Small experiments you continue to do. Mm, Just a moment, I'm getting some call. Who is this? Hello. Yes. Yeah. 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 Actually, I'm in a meeting. Can we connect in the evening around 4? Yeah. I think this is a great time for me to do some positional adjustments. Just give me a moment, guys. Give me one moment. Got to do some positional edges. This is super cool, and definitely I would like to add pretty good fall, that is. Don't be in a rush to jump into the puts. Don't be in a rush. Just trying to do. Okay. Amazing. So this is really nice place to do some positional adjustments. I did that. So mhm. So those of you who are trying for call entries, these are some good entries. But looking at the way that it's falling, be careful. Don't jump in with huge quantities and all these things. If you are going to do a paper trade, just take small quantities and then see how it is reacting over there. Uh, be a good observer. This can be really really costly if you just jump into the put at this juncture and then it reverses from 200, then it can be really dangerous. So that's why I said this could be very dangerous. It can turn green. It can fool around. So be watchful. Be watchful. Got to good. It's giving a good return over here. Be careful. There could be a strong pullback. This is 200 EMA. It's no joke. Can be really, really jumping back. That's a very strong possibility. Don't take things too light. Uh, if you want more confirmations, let's switch to 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, we are really, really far away from the 200 EMA. So I would really be going for only 5 minutes because intraday, this is the closest that we have. Something, and they should respect. So Divya was very confident about the fall, but it was kind of frustrating for her to see that it's not so rewarding. But I do understand. I know sometimes it looks so easy, but yeah, speed and the operation at which we execute makes a whole lot of difference, right? Wow, it's about to break. This candle close is super important. We got 1 minute and 20 seconds. Oh, just a moment. I'll be back.
pretty fast. Okay, just there is something I forgot. Should have done at 10:30. Okay, just give me a moment. Hello everyone, I'm back. So it has made a very neat fall. Everything is like, I've turned upside down, clearly on the downside. But look for some pullbacks. It might attempt to cross this, orange line over here, and then give a pullback at least till this levels, and maybe try 9 EMA. That is a likely scenario. It has come down. 46K might, try to reclaim for a moment. So let's see how it plays out. Hi Shripati, hi, very good morning. Let's come to the support levels. Breaking the support. Usually at supports like this, after a fall, particularly you see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there should be some pullback, and then no, it would consolidate, and then maybe if it is a downtrend, then it might consolidate for a bit and then go down, or maybe if it is correcting, then we will get to know if it is going towards LT3, then it should continue the downside. So let's wait and see how the market responds over here. Kind of very clear that pretty soon that it broke the level. Is it going to take trend? Got to wait and see. Yeah, you can see some pullback. Let's check the comments. They have beautifully eroded the call values. Very nice erosion on the call side of OTMs are all like completely butchered. Um, some reclaiming is happening. Good. like I said, no, it's very difficult to trade till 1 o'clock because yes, it's a good fall, all agreed, but don't write off the calls so soon. It till 1 o'clock there is any directions it can move. Whether it is going to correct itself, then yeah, we have a trend. Right now, if you ask me, the trend wise, it has given clear indications that it is on the downside. The only reason why I'm a bit concerned over here is that we have seen this countless number of times that they have butchered the CE premiums, and then before 1 o'clock they will be able to really drag it all the way up and then erode the puts as well. And they are very artful and skilled in doing that. And unnecessarily, as a buyer, you will be losing money. So it's better to keep uh, an open mind that there is a chances for this to get pulled back, right? So be cautious. No trade is completely fine, but if you're trading, just watch out your sizing. It's going to break the low over here. Yeah, it did. Now one red, one green, but it has made a new low. That's kind of keeping the tension open on both the sides. Honestly, it can go either ways. Uh, Best thing is don't trade. If you want to really get into a trade around this juncture, you can go for a long straddle and ensure that either side movements, whether it is a recovery or it's going to be a fall, both sides you are covered to a good degree. That's the only thing. So let's check if there are any comments. Hello, Manjinder. Hi, welcome. Nifty directions we can check over here. Just a moment. Uh, Nifty is also having almost same pattern as Bank Nifty. It's been no, it looks like it's going on the downside. Just got to be uh, watching how it reacts over this 9 EMA. If it it might attempt to touch this VWAP, and once it's crossed, it might even pull back. So pattern wise, it's on the downside, but beware of all the erosions that might happen on a Monday. Particularly the first half is going to be at peak, and uh, possible pullbacks are there, but the trend per se is downside. Okay, it is already like crossing VWAP, sorry, 20 EMA here. So sorry, 9 EMA has been touched, and then the next candle opened at 9 EMA. It might attempt to touch 20 EMA. There is a significant possibility for such moves to happen. So be careful. Be careful. My sincere suggestion is directional trades should be avoided. Go for long straddles, or get into uh, month-end contracts. If you're buying, just get into month-end contracts. That's what I would advise. It's already like going, clearly going, right? So in 15 minutes, what's the scene? In 15 minutes also it has come and then taken a support at S1, and then it's trading very comfortably above 900. So yeah, like I said, avoid trades till 1 o'clock. Unless you have a direction confirmation, it's very risky to be in the trade. Directional trades. Put side, if you are going, yes, it is downside, but then can you comfortably enter at put at the stage? It's kind of risky trade. Directional trade, long straddle is what I would say around 12:30 it got pulled back last week. And let's go back in time to validate further what happened over here in Monday. It fell all the way till 12 o'clock. It fell, and then you see at 12:30 it made a peak. So that's why I'm saying that the chances of getting pulled back is seriously high. So don't enter into trade and lead directionally. Rather, give the possibility that it can retrace to some degree. Hello, Bhargav. Very good. Good afternoon. Yeah, we were able to do some quick scalps in the morning and was able to make some money. This is a proper breakout we have seen. Let me switch to 5 minutes candle to get more details. It has consolidated around the support and trading above. So this looks like a very healthy, pullback, and I am anticipating the market to get back here pretty fast, and then that's why I'm saying that it might, second half go down. That's not the question. The question is that should you be jumping in too early right away? Absolutely not. You should just give yourself more time and see how the market reacts. No trades till say 1:15. Just wait and see how the market reacts. Let it confirm the downside. Because if there is one crazy candle, like quickly pulls up till here, then everything will go for a toss, right? Like you are into the put side, let's say, this is always a big risk. So don't jump in. Like I said, somewhere here, long straddle is a very decent strategy at this point, which makes you direction independent, right? Yeah, because from bottom, if it cuts 200 and then clears this, then it can potentially pull back very strong to the levels of no trade zone. Mhm. Remember, the call side have eroded pretty much now. If they have to erode the put side, market has to claim back some quick points on the upside as quickly as it moves. Then there will be an erosion on both the sides. And then maybe after that they will take some sort of directional play. Which is why I'm saying that please hold on till 1 o'clock. Don't make any decisive, uh, you know, entries at this juncture. I'm seeing some sort of possible moves on the upside. Please be careful. Don't be on the put side alone. There is a potential moves on the upside. Hello. Good morning. புரியுதாங்க இங்க வர நீங்க வரவே இல்லை. சரி வாங்க. Mm. I might have to end the stream around 1 o'clock or 1:15. There is certain things at home that needs to be fixed. The electrician is supposed to come on Saturday, but then he didn't come. He just called and then he's on the way. So I might have to, uh, go because it's a lot of work is there that needs to be fixed. Like for example, UPS is not there. If there is any power cut, then everything will just shut down. And I want to fix these things so that we can have uninterrupted streams, and I can also be a bit relaxed because holding positions and then power cut will be really hurting the position. So I wanted to just get these things fixed today. Yeah, you can see that it's like firing up now. Just be careful because these are the things I was saying. Potentially it could just go up, and then that will be a big trouble. just be careful, because as I see that data is suggesting some sort of short covering is possible, but it just started saying, so it may or may not be true. But even before it suggested, I saw from the past that it is very likely it could retrace some levels. So be careful about those upside moves. Let's see if there are any. Majinder, I didn't understand what you're trying to say there. If you could put that in English, that will be easy for me to respond to that. Oh, I think the electrician has come already. This guy must be somewhere close by, I believe. They don't want to end the stream, but he will be turning off the power circuit and all. And it was turned on my laptop to manage the positions before he does anything. Uh, Let me check if it is electrician or somebody else. Just a moment. Uh, just a minute. Yeah, I think it is in. He has come. So let's do one thing. I'll end the stream now. And sorry about it. It is. I didn't anticipate it to be like fast soon, but I got to go now. Maybe if everything gets fixed in time, then I will restart the stream, which is very unlikely because it might go for an hour or so. So in case if I'm not able to get back, one of the things you can keep in mind is there is a potential reversal to see as soon as it comes to this LT1 level market to charts. Maybe once it crosses 46k itself, you should have a possibility that market might go up. Keep that thing open. Don't be in a rush that okay, market has been rallying up and then it should fall. Yes, it will fall, but not when you expect it to fall. When you least expect, it will just crash. So potentially it could be some other day than today. Okay, so don't play too directional. Play long straddles to making sure that that your positions are properly edged. And yeah, probably what you guys can do is to take a snapshot of this, because you may or may not have the levels. Just take a snapshot of things and then keep it ready, and then see these are the levels at which we are anticipating the market to trade. And if it is trading, if it has reached no trade zone, then it's going to be a consolidation tape. Both the sides they will play and then butcher. You will not be making much money. Okay, so be careful, right? With that note, I'm going to end the stream. Sorry about it. Yeah, really sorry about it. I can't do much. So thanks a lot, everyone. We will catch up pretty soon tomorrow, maybe. In case if I'm coming, then I will let you know in the group. Okay. So take care. Thanks, Bhargav. Thank you. Thanks, Divya. Thanks each and every one of you who joined. in and supported. Really appreciate it. It means a lot. Keep supporting our channel. Hope to see you all again on tomorrow. Right? So there is some upside moves happening, guys. This is exactly what I was talking about. Please be mindful of these sort of short covering rallies. See, crazy it is, right? So be watchful. Thanks, and I will see you all and maybe tomorrow. Yeah.